Back at it again with another video. Today I wanted to check out what Army boot camp is like. I went through Marine Corps boot camp, and I wanted to see the differences and check it out. Because, you know, my buddies who have been in the Army all talk crap about Marine Corps, saying, oh, it's the same thing, it's the same thing. But I thought I'd check it out myself.
Why are you moving? Why are you moving? Huh? Huh? Huh?
This
Oh, damn, he
is
looks
Army
bad.
boot camp. Before they join the United States Army, all recruits have to graduate from a 22-week program known as...
Looks like it's 10 weeks long. What I didn't realize was in this video that I was watching that they included the other weeks of infantry training. So I know the Marine Corps is 12 to 13 weeks long. This one's 10 to 11 weeks long.
is One Station Unit Training, also known as OSIT.
OSIT.
It
Never heard of
happens
that.
here at Fort Benning, a 182,000-acre military installation that straddles the Alabama-Georgia border about 100 miles southwest of Atlanta. Every year, more than 18,000 soldiers graduate before joining the more than 470,000 people actively serving in the Army.
Dang.
14, 15.
Although most of the recruits that we saw during our time there were male, recruits trained together in gender-integrated platoons.
These young men and women that volunteer.
See, I heard the Marine Corps has changed that, or they're heading that way or whatever, but when I went to MCRD San Diego, there were no females anywhere.
To serve. They show up to us as civilians, and then we take them through a transformative process to turn them into soldiers.
You just go to position of attention and you stay in position of attention.
On a rain-soaked week in February, we spent 4 days inside the Army's Maneuver Center of Excellence, which trains soldiers to serve in the infantry and armor branches. We saw different companies at various stages of training.
So, do they have different boot camps, or is this AIT?
On day one,
There we go.
new infantry recruits on a bus from the Atlanta airport arrive at the 30th AG Battalion headquarters, where all new recruits are received.
Listen up. You only got one to hear from you at this point is yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. Do you understand? Yes, drill sergeant. When I tell you, you will pass your folders to the front.
The minimum age to enlist in the Army is 17, and the maximum age is 35. The base salary for an entry-level private is about $20,000 a year.
Let's go. 30 seconds. Hurry up, find your back.
Once they're off the bus, the first order of business
Pretty much the same thing. Our drill instructor came on, told us the same thing. Yes, sir. No, sir. Aye, sir. But they made us get back on the bus because we didn't get off the bus quick enough.
is establishing the code of conduct.
Because I promise you, if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, you're going to make your Army career very short. You treat everybody with dignity and respect, regardless of race, religion, color, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, and all other protected categories. Yes? Yes, Drill Sergeant! Sexual assault is any unwanted physical contact in a sexual nature. So if you put your hands on another individual and you're not instructed to, or you're not saving their life, and they file a sexual assault, and it comes down that you put your hands on this individual when you weren't supposed to, that is going to be on you. You will get kicked out of the military, and then you'll probably have to file as a registered sex offender. Do you understand?
I didn't get nothing like that.
Before they go inside, the new recruits learn some basic commands and standing positions.
Hut training time! Everyone look down at their toes. You should be able to fit a slice of pizza in between your toes. If you look around, they're gonna see you. Cause you're taller than everyone else! Quickly! Who wants to sit there? Let's go! Move your feet! Grab one and go, it's all the same!
The recruits
Ours was kind of more about speed and intensity. We learned all the same stuff they did. But ours was, man, it was chaos.
Grab the snack that's waiting for them inside, consisting of a fruit cup, sunflower seeds, a granola
We definitely didn't get a snack.
bar, and a juice box.
Watch the video. Remain silent.
Since 1775, the Army has been the bearer of our nation's strength in every crisis or conflict. Make no mistake about it, the journey you are embarking upon will not be easy. But you wouldn't be here if we didn't think you couldn't meet the challenge.
Listen up for your last 4-year social.
After being welcomed, recruits begin what's known as processing, which can take 1 to 2 weeks before their actual training begins.
In a little bit, we're giving you a period to go in a room by yourself.
First, they're given one last chance to discreetly dispose of prohibited contraband.
We had contraband checked, but it was way more intense. We didn't get to go into a room. We put in front of these like red desk things, and the drill instructors just ripped us a new ass.
Like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and inappropriate photographs.
If any photo you possess on your phone is less than a bathing suit, you will not have it. You will delete them all.
Recruits get rid of contraband in an amnesty room, where they dispose of it by throwing it down a metal chute.
Is anybody confused on what you can and cannot have?
The next morning, the recruits report to the barber shop, where one barber has worked at Fort Benning for almost 60 years.
I've been here ever since 1963. That's a long time.
Damn.
I should have been retired a long time ago, but I wake up in the morning now, I be wanting to come out here and go to work.
Good for him.
Recruits are issued uniforms. They receive a series of immunizations and vaccines,
Same thing.
and get their official photo taken, along with myriad
We didn't get our photo taken until like a month in or something like that.
housekeeping details that fill up their 1 to 2 week stay in processing.
Hey, sit up straight.
That is, until processing ends, and the time for training finally arrives.
Let's go. Grab your bags and go.
We found a company of recruits about to begin training in the armor school.
Who's the bridle?
These recruits are about to be picked up and taken to their barracks, where they'll reside for the rest of their training.
Let's go. You guys are going to the front bus. Go.
This is the last chance for recruits to change their minds before training begins.
What?
Like one recruit who decided to stay behind.
We never got a chance to do that.
This short bus ride from processing to their new barracks will be the most peaceful moments these recruits will experience for a while.
We definitely didn't get a bus ride to our new barracks. We marched.
What happens next is known as the shark attack.
Run! Run! At no time will you walk. You will run. Everyone you freaking go. Go! Run! Run! They say what? Get your bags up right now. Get your bags up. This way. Let's go. You're a tough guy. Don't move. Do something. Do something. That's what I thought. Why do you still not understand?
See, that's what I'm more used to.
He just said it.
Well, it's really just a little shock to the system so we can
He wasn't sounding off. He would have got whooped.
break them down to build them back up. We're breaking a lot of habits from the civilian world, and nothing better than a little shock to the system to establish that that drill sergeant is in charge to let us start our training.
Pick up your bag and hold it.
The recruits spend much of the shark attack holding their heavy rucksacks above their heads,
Over your head.
which takes a physical toll.
Why is that so difficult? You can't pick that bag up. You decided to join the army. You can't pick that
Yeah,
bag
that's the same.
Right side bag, right side bag, right side bag.
After about 20 minutes, the intensity begins to subside,
Whoa, 20 minutes?
and the drill sergeant's tone changes
We only produce the best soldiers in the United States Army.
before training officially begins. After the shock and awe of the
There's no way we could stand around and smoke and joke like that. No way.
attack, things do appear to calm down.
It's a video. Oh, is it a video?
It's a movie.
Movie, yeah. Alpha 347.
I always wanted to be a star.
We found this
Wow.
group of infantry soldiers in week 11 of their training, practicing on the firing range.
Week 11, they already look like they're in the fleet.
The mood was much more relaxed,
Try to get 8 up on my level.
and their conversations with their drill sergeants are conducted at normal volumes, like when this drill sergeant educated the recruits on the meaning of the military expression 8 up.
Is a piece of 8 up gum good? You don't want something that's 8 up, right? You want something fresh. You break the seal, it smells like olive oil, right? Okay.
That dynamic changes because we want the soldiers to become more critical thinkers. At that point, we are turning into more coaches and mentors. We dial it back a little bit.
I feel like this documentary is mixed up between AIT and boot camp.
We don't want them frightened. We want them to be comfortable and in a state of mind that is receptive to learning and performing at that level.
Up to 241 hours of infantry OSIT are devoted to marksmanship, where recruits fire about 2,500 rounds using
Nice.
the M4 carbine, as well as the M249 squad automatic weapon, or SAW.
We create lethality. We create expert marksmen at their individual weapons because as an
Gotta be
infantry
AIT.
soldier, that's what we're asking them to do.
Or like we called it, School
Recruits
of
get one of the
Infantry
most painful
or
parts of
Marine
training
combat
out of the way early.
Once we check your seal, you will not touch your ProMat.
This group of infantry recruits was exposed to CS gas, or tear gas, in week 1 of their training.
You're gonna continue to pile in until we tell you to
We didn't do the gas
stop.
chamber till like
You're gonna
2
put your
months.
back against the wall.
The recruits spend about 5 minutes inside the gas hut. Upon exiting the gas hut, the recruits are told to flap their arms like birds to remove excess gas from their uniforms. According to a drill sergeant, the effects of the gas begin to wear off after about 4 minutes. Some training moves indoors, like combatives, where recruits learn hand-to-hand
Ours were
self-defense
outside in the
tactics.
pit.
We're trying to teach them to achieve a dominant
In the
body
sand.
position. So get out of one negative position and then switch roles so they end up having the upper hand in a fight.
During combatives training, recruits warm up with a particularly painful-looking exercise,
Body
referred
hardening.
to as the EO. While laying on their backs, they have to engage their core to wiggle across the entire room.
They use their momentum, shoulder blades, their core to help them create space, warm up the body.
Recruits work up a major appetite during
Sounds
training,
sad, dude.
but Fort Benning is big, and they're not always within range of the dining facility. When they're training in the field, recruits are issued MREs, which stands for Meal Ready to Eat. Each comes with an entree, like this vegetarian pasta with taco sauce, along with an assortment of items like mixed fruit, an energy bar, and this instant French vanilla cappuccino. Recruits
didn't
just
have,
add water,
energy
shake
bars
it
in
up,
Kuwait.
and enjoy. Once they're fortified, recruits return to their training. Recruits spend up to 60 hours in training known as MOUT, which stands for Military
Same thing as us.
Operations in Urban Terrain.
Mountain Town.
One man calls door left.
Infantrymen are expected to fight in different types of terrain and survive and win the fight. Right now, they are getting their first taste of what that's like in an urban environment.
Rolling T. All right, coming up.
The reason I sigh is because I don't think I got the full, boot camp experience. I think this is mixed with their training for AIT or whatever, infantry training. So I don't feel like I got the whole thing.
In operations across Afghanistan, Iraq, we
You
are
just
conducting
point the
clearance
weapon.
operations, and it's applicable
As
wherever we
instructor.
go.
Boom.
It's important for the future soldiers' muscle memory because they are working as a team with minimal communication, and they have to understand how that coordination works together.
Do it again.
Good. Do it again.
After 22 weeks of training, these infantrymen are ready to leave Fort Benning. Friends and family gather to watch their soldiers graduate on
22
Inouye
weeks, it's not
Field.
boot camp. It's definitely with infantry training.
They look like soldiers.
Boot camp,
they act like
infantry training,
soldiers.
it's
They're
all
carrying
together.
their head high. I have trainees that were not alive when 9/11 happened. I think that's pretty powerful that I still can find American citizens that want to volunteer to serve their country when we continue to ask them to go to combat.
These new infantrymen don't have long to greet their loved ones.
Get on the bus!
Or say goodbye to their friends before leaving Fort Benning to begin their service in the United States Army.
Yeah, that's their training and everything. So I know that some boot camps are probably different depending on MOS, but let me know so I can review that one. That'd be awesome. Like, subscribe, comment.